Peace, 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 peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope. And school is in session. Ding, 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 school's in. You know, I had to make this video. I just felt like I made a post, right? And my post was basically about how black people are the dumbest voters that there is, right? They vote solely on emotions and color, and that could be color of skin or party, right? Black people most of the time, damn near all the time, vote Democrat. They don't care who it is. It could be a pig running for whatever office. They're gonna vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how they've been bamboozled to vote. Now, um, the reason I'm making this video is because like I made the post, right? And somebody came up, some people came up and they said whatever they said, or maybe they misunderstood. Again, because we read our things, we fill our things with emotions. You know what I'm saying? We don't comprehend a lot of times what's being said. But the first thing that catches it is our feelings, our emotions. So anyway, the point of this video is to kind of like highlight certain things, right? I think I made the statement about black people, and some people made comments saying like, "Oh, I'm preaching self-hate," right? Some people also made comments about, "Oh, white people do the same thing." You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every time somebody gets up here and mentions a bad trait or something that black people need to change as a whole, there's always those ignorant folks who, instead of dwelling on us and what we need to change as a people, are quick to point to other races or the white man, right? They'll be like, "Oh, well, the white people are doing it, so why can't we?" That's basically what they're saying. When you try to tell black people you're doing something that is harmful, they're so quick to point the finger at white people. And that should be pissing me off, because it's like y'all have no accountability for your actions. Like, we can't talk about crime in the black community because black people, these black ignoramuses, are so quick to be like, "Well, there's crime in the white neighborhood too." It's like, yo, can we talk about us? Can we talk about us? Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to positive things, right? When you try to highlight positive things, when you say, "Oh, the Mexicans be coming here starting businesses," when we talk about, "Oh, the Haitians be coming here, the Jamaicans be coming here," when we talk about positive things about other people, then they want to make excuses. When we talk about the positive things that other people have done for themselves and their communities, then we want to make excuses. Then we want to talk about slavery. Then we want to talk about Jim Crow. Then we want to talk about whatever else we want to talk about. But when we trying to highlight, you know what, we need to change these things about us, we always want to highlight how other people got bad shit going on too. And it's okay. Because a lot of us are okay with the shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Big up, big up. A lot of people, a lot of us is okay with the shit that's going on. Now back to the voting. Let me talk about the voting real quick, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people is ignorant to a lot of shit, right? So let me give y'all some game, some free game. I should be at a university somewhere. But anyway, I'm gonna give y'all some free game because I got love for my people and I'm trying to uplift them. I don't hate none about myself. Do I hate certain traits or the things that we do? Yes, I do hate certain shit. And some of y'all not gonna like it, but oh well, you're gonna hear it. You gotta hear the truth. You're gonna hear the truth. I don't care if you don't like it. A lot of people don't like to hear the negative things that they do, or they don't like to be chastised. They don't like to be told that you need to change. You fucking up. A lot of people don't like that shit, but oh well. Oh well. Somebody gonna tell you. Anyway, let me tell you about voting. When you read about the founding fathers and you read about voting, this is how they came up with the electoral college vote, right? Electoral college vote. This is how they came up with it. They believe that the average person is not smart enough to be able to elect a leader of the country because they are swayed by their emotions. They said humans are easily swayed by their emotions. So they created the electoral college vote so that it wouldn't rely on the popular vote to choose who was going to be the leader of the country. This is how This is how smart these dudes were. That's some smart shit. Because look, I'm sitting here bringing out the truth, right? Fuck, fuck all that. Joe Biden literally came up and told black people, if you don't vote for me, you not black enough, or you ain't black. He said some crazy shit. Joe Biden literally got up there and out of his mouth said to black people, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And what did the House niggas do? They ran the vote for Massa. And y'all get mad at me because I'm telling you the truth. Black people are emotional voters and they vote based on color. How you getting mad at me? Because I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. He got out there on national television and told people, black people specifically, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And motherfuckers ran. House niggas was running all over the place, ran to vote for Joe Biden. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But I'm crazy, though. I'm crazy because I'm trying to highlight certain shit, right? I'm crazy. Bill Clinton. Y'all voted for Bill Clinton, too. And some people swear Bill Clinton was a great president. Bill Clinton. He signed a crime bill in 1994 or some shit. He signed a crime bill that Joe Biden agreed with, right? He was on the same side. Kamala Harris, she was a goddamn, she was the reason behind a lot of incarceration, I believe, in California. Like, y'all don't even be peeping who y'all be voting for. Why? Because y'all so caught up in, I'm voting Democrat. It don't matter who come up. It don't matter who's running. I don't care as long as it's not red. Or especially they black. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Bill Clinton 1994 bill, crime bill. built some prisons upstate, even before that, right? But we're gonna stick with Bill Clinton. He signed a bill, 3 strikes, you out. A lot of people was like, this is good. This is good. We need that, right? 3 strikes, you out. It led to a whole bunch of people getting life sentences behind bars. He also signed, if you look, he signed a bill where he said, if you doing drugs, if you selling drugs and housing, you can't live in housing. You don't deserve, he basically said you don't deserve a home if you selling drugs or if you doing certain illegal things. That's one. That's cool. I could kind of understand that. That's cool. Number 2, he said, if you are using drugs, meaning if you have a social issue, if you have something like, if you have an addiction problem, this dude is saying, if you are using drugs, you don't deserve a home. You can't live in housing. How are you going to penalize people who have a drug addiction the same way you penalize the people who commit the crime and sell the drugs? That shit is crazy. He literally said, if you have a drug problem, what up, salute. He said, if you have a drug problem, you don't deserve to have a home. You don't deserve to have housing. That's crazy. But these is the people that we be sitting up here and we be running to and we be voting for them. And then people talk about Barack Obama. I remember the whole campaign behind Barack Obama. Jeezy even made a song, my president is black, my Lambo's blue. Like, Diddy, everybody came out, was like, oh, vote or die. It was a whole campaign behind voting for a black man. A whole campaign just to vote for a black man, right? Like, come on. Like, color. Like, we just get bamboozled all the time. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. This is the things, right? Y'all so caught up in liking the person that y'all gotta vote for. Like, y'all so caught up in, like, I gotta like the person. So the bro facts, sir. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, for example, I'll give you an example. Obama, because y'all love talking about Obama, right? Exactly. That's why I like Trump. I like Trump. You know why? Because he was an honest politician. Trump told you how he felt. I don't like motherfuckers that lie. I don't like people who lie to me. I hate liars. If you like the video, make sure you like it. I hate people who lie to me. I respect somebody who, even if I don't like what they're saying, I respect somebody who tell me the truth. I respect somebody who gonna put me on. You know what I'm saying? I respect that all day. All day in America. All day in America, I respect somebody who tell me the truth. But you know what? People didn't like Trump. I mean, he got his ways. I respected the truth, though. He said what he was going to do to the Muslims. He talked about the immigrants. He talked about whoever he told you how he felt. And here you are. Here you are. You believe the people that lie to you, the people that say, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to fix the hood and I'm going to take away college debt and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And y'all just run. Y'all just flock. Like y'all just flock. And I get it. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes neither party you should be voting for. Sometimes, and this is why the minor elections matter. You know what I'm saying? The minor elections matter. This is where we should be pushing some of our own people and voting them to city council and voting them to try to get to the Senate. This is the things that we need to be doing. But back to Obama. Back to Obama. Back to Obama. Let's talk about Obama. Because everybody want to be like, oh, but Obama didn't have enough time. Obama, I didn't expect Obama to save the world. I'm saying, I don't expect Obama to be the savior of the world. But the whole point is this. Let's see what he did. He had the most deportations out of all presidents, right? He had the most deportations. Even though he passed DACA, right? Even though he passed DACA, but this is what they do, right? They give you one thing, and then they just bombard you with a lot of negative shit. This is what they do. They give you a little thing. They give you a little candy. Here, here's a candy, and then but they backdooring you, violating you, and doing a whole bunch of shit. But anyway, he had the most deportations than any president, right? That's one. Then, yo, you see how many black unarmed teens or men were getting killed under Obama's term? You see how many unarmed black men was getting killed under Obama's term. I believe they were sending him a message. You know what I'm saying? I believe they were sending him a message. But did he ever sign a law to protect? Did he ever sign a law to protect black people? Did he ever sign anything? Did he ever do anything? And then people be trying to say this. Oh, he didn't have, first of all, there was a term that Obama had Congress, where he had the House of Representatives and he had the Senate. They were all Democrats at one point, right? There was majority Democrats. So don't tell me that he couldn't do certain things because it was Republicans. He had the House of Representatives and the Senate, which is Congress. He had Congress. What did he do? What did he do? He has the most drone strikes out of the presidents. He had the most drone strikes. Like, come on, let's be real. Let's talk about the shit that these motherfuckers was doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the president is the commander in chief. So when he had the House of Representatives and the Senate, what did he do with his power? Bombard. They bombed the hospital in Pakistan. And you know what they said after that? Oh, sorry, my bad. Yo, you just bombed the hospital. Like, on the drone, like, it's crazy, bro. Anyway, fast forward to Mayor Adams, black dude. Black people at it again. I'm born black this election. I'm born black. We gotta vote. We gotta get somebody black. So it was just crazy. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, hello. But yeah, man, that's my point. I'm saying, here we go. Mayor Adams, police. He was a cop. I'm saying people don't care about that. The same way we don't care that Joe Biden supported a 1994 crime bill that mass incarcerated black people, right? That targeted not just people that sold drugs, but also people who had social issues and used drugs. It targeted everybody, right? They didn't care. Kamala Harris, same one. So we sat here, and now we elected a police. You know what I'm saying? Now we elected a police to be the mayor. This is how dumb we are. What you think the psychology of a cop is? What you think the psychology of a police officer is? And some of y'all want to be like, oh, he's the next cop. You don't forget that shit. You don't just stop being you don't just stop thinking a certain way because you're not in the force no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't just stop. It's just like an army veteran. You don't come home and then just forget how to kill, forget how to do certain things, stop being like a whatever you was trained to do. You don't forget that. You don't just stop that. That's why people may have PTSD, because that lives with them. My whole point is this. You voted for a police mayor. You got a police mayor. Right now, there's a video. I just watched a video of him talking about crime in the train station. And you know what his solution is? To go remove homeless people from sleeping in the trains. We're gonna put more police in the subway station. I get it. Crime is a real thing. But this is a solution to crime in a train station. We're gonna harass homeless people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna harass this thing. I would have rather to pick the Asian dude, to be honest, because he was talking about businesses. He was talking about making money. People need money. We don't need police violating and all that crazy shit. People need jobs. You need to create jobs. You need to keep people. You need to allow people to have livable wages. This is what people need. It's not police and security. People need to be able to make money. Once you can make money, a lot of issues surround poverty. I'm saying, if you're not making, if you're not, yo, thank you, bro, I appreciate it. You know, good looking. If you're not about making jobs and improving people's lifestyle, improving somebody's lifestyle is not just about policing, but he's a pig cop. I mean, pig cop. He's a pig mayor. A pig mayor. You know what I'm saying? He's a pig mayor. So a lot of his solutions is gonna come from a standpoint of the psychology of a pig. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. When you think a certain way, you have to be able to change your philosophy. If you can't change your philosophy, you can't change your thought pattern. You can't change how you think. Bro, and I said that safety is a thing. Why he not addressing homelessness though? Why you not? How all you're gonna talk about is crime? First of all, you got to look at what generates crime. You know what I'm saying? All he's looking at is we need more police, we need more pigs on the scene. New York needs to be safe. Bro, we ain't get shit through voting. You know what I'm saying? Black people thought that voting was gonna do something, but voting really hasn't done shit, bro. Like, I don't agree with you. You saying the whole reason we got this far? Nah, bro. I disagree. I think black people were getting more shit done on their own. Back to the history of voting, because you just brought me back. You just brought me back to voting. Black people, you know what I'm saying? Black people were about to create a political party, right around the time that the Black Panthers was around. They was close to building a political party, and this is what black people need. You need your own political party. Y'all don't be getting that shit. We need our own political party. I don't know how many. Maybe I need to say in a different language. Yeah, the ballot of the bullet. Facts. We need our own political party. We need our own political party. Why we don't? How come we have went so many decades without no political party? That shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. How we don't got no political party? But anyway, black people were this close to coming up with their own political party. Actually, the Black Panther Party was a political party, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panther Party was actually a political party. But anyway, we were close to having our own political party, right? And you know what they did? Black people got bamboozled. Um, Black people got bamboozled to join forces with the Democratic Party. This is in the 60s, 70s. Black people got bamboozled to join forces, you know what I'm saying, with the Democrats. This is why black people vote. So you got to know the history. That's why a lot of people just come in my comment section to talk shit and to whatever. I don't mind your opinions. because you know we learn from each other. I don't mind what you got to say. I love the conversation, but when you talk, when you refute something, come from a place of having knowledge, having information. Come from a place of you read some shit, you research some shit, you know some shit. Don't come off some shit off the head, some shit you heard. Tell me about some shit you read. Tell me about some shit you studied. Tell me about some shit you looked up, right? Tell me about that. So, and be able to give me references. Don't come from your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. I care about what's the facts. Yo, make sure y'all like the video, man. And there's way more people than the likes. So just so it could circulate, not for me, not because it's gonna make me feel better, but so it could circulate. So you know, when you refute certain things, come from a place of knowing, bro. Don't come from your feelings. Don't be pulling shit out your ass. Don't be freestyling. You can have your own opinion, but don't talk about your opinion like it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because our opinions, like I tell you all the time. When I think something, when it's my own thoughts, I'm gonna tell you, yo, that's just my thoughts. That's my opinion. When something is a fact, I'm gonna tell you, homie, this is a fact. I read this, boom, 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 boom. Here, you can go look it up. I always tell people all the time, you could go look it up. I don't be, I don't get nothing out of trying to get you to agree with me. It's about moving us forward as a people. It's about what's right, what's the facts, and what's not a fact, and what's fiction. It's about what is your opinion and what is your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to be real. Like the facts is the facts, our opinions is our opinions, and that's that. So anyway, we didn't create a party. You know what I'm saying? Good looking, good looking. We didn't create a party. And because we didn't create a party, we sitting here bamboozled and dependent upon the Democratic Party, right? Because that's how they got us, that's how they beat us in the head. They stopped us from creating our own party because they knew what that would mean. It will mean representation, right? It will mean a whole different type of ball game. They knew what it meant. So what they did was they was like, no, 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 you don't gotta create your own party. You know, it takes a lot of shit. Boom, 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 boom. They tricked our main people like Eldridge Cleaver. If y'all know some of these people, his wife, what's her name? Dorothy. I think her name was Dorothy. I'm not sure. But even somebody told me that there was a black woman who created, I forgot her name, Chisholm, something Chisholm. They said she had created a political party. I'm not so sure. But yo, go look into the history, man. Like there's a lot of shit that they don't teach us, man, that our ancestors in this country were doing, man. They was getting their shit done, man. That's why when some people be getting out here and be talking about like we not our ancestors, we'll whoop your ass. Like y'all ain't whooping no ass. Y'all only whooping each other ass. Come on, respectfully. Y'all not as tough as our ancestors. We not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? We not about to do that. Y'all not about to disrespect the people that came before us. I think Shirley Chisholm, I think she was part of, if I'm not mistaken, of like they had like I don't know if she had started a political party. I'm not so sure. But yeah, man, we gotta or she has something to do with like politics, right? So we gotta read about the people that came before us, man. We gotta read and when you read the history of the people, when you read the history of the people, exactly. But even when we vote our own into place, when we vote our own into place, they can't really do much. Even when we do that, because it's still they still under the guidelines of a certain party. So you're gonna have disagreements with your own party when you are trying to seek the interest of your people. It's always gonna be a problem. It's always gonna be a friction. You know, so at the end of the day, money it is key. Uh, yeah, money is key. That's why a lot of people be looking for the rappers and the entertainers to kind of like fund campaigns or fund these people because they can't really fund them. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Candace Owens though, but she be saying some real shit. But people be so emotional. The whole point is this. I hear what you're saying. You said if we only got two parties, I'm not gonna vote red because red, the Confederacy and all that shit. My whole point is this. There has been some Republicans. If you think about it, Republicans are what? Well, they say they are conservative, right? Is black people not conservative? Think about it. Are blacks not conservative? Do black people not talk about having their own schools, having their own neighborhoods, having their own businesses? Is that not conservative? And this is the shit. Look, this is the shit. Like, I don't know if we don't know what the words mean. Like, black people are conservative too. Black people are conservative. We talk about keeping our own shit together, right? We talk about our own communities, our own stores, our own supermarkets. We talk about we want to have our own shit, right? That's some conservative shit. That's the same shit they want. They want to have their own shit. We don't want to mix. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. We want the same thing, don't we? Don't we want the same thing? Didn't Martin Luther King say in his last speech, I feel like I have integrated my people into a burning house? You know what I'm saying? Didn't he say that? He said a burning house. I integrated my people into a burning house. And we look, we feeling the heat. We over here feeling the heat. He ain't no better though. He ain't know no better. Um, he didn't know no better. Um, I believe in segregation. Facts. I think we have seen it for the last few decades. When integration happened, what happened when integration happened? You lost control of your schools. You lost control of you know what I'm saying, like industries. I don't know if we really fully own industries, right? But we just lost control. Like we know our own jobs, businesses. We lost control of our businesses, our schools, our own communities, right? We used to have middle class black communities. You know what I'm saying? People went to school, like so I think integrating schools is or allowing people to have good universities is one thing, right? And I think that's what was the reason that we was getting a lot of secondhand shit. We was getting a lot of fucked up shit in the stick, which kind of like wanted to push people into integration. But like, yeah, like when you look back on it, it's like, yo, bro, what happened to us, bro? I get what you're saying. It's different, but the whole point is, black people are conservative too. We want to have our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to have our own news outlet. We want to have our own everything. Yeah, Lyndon Johnson did some things, but again, few things happen here and there. But guess what? We still need our political party. Um, Yep, you're right. The politicians are lobbied by corporations. At the end of the day, it's about funding, like somebody else said earlier. It's about who funds the campaign. The campaigns cost money. In order for these people to go around the country and do certain things, they need money. So who got the money? The corporations, the people. These are the people that's going to generate money for them. So I think, I think, I think people wanted. I think when they signed separate but equal, that's the ruling that had a problem because it was separate but it wasn't equal, you know. And I think if people would have just stuck to getting the equal, that would have been the changing factor, right? I think people started thinking like, oh, we're not equal because we're separate. But all they really did was they begged to be integrated and we still wasn't equal. You know, we still was having the same issue. So for all of that, we should have just stayed on our own, right? If you're gonna integrate people and still discriminate against them and still treat them less than, still not give them certain jobs and still treat them a certain way, still have them living in certain, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that, why are we integrating? I'd rather stay in my own community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it gave away. It did more harm. Integration did more harm than benefits. If you ask me, again, the ruling was separate but equal, but it was no equality. It was just separation. So if we had just fought, I guess, to be equal, that would have been the defining factor, I believe. Um, yeah, it's a slippery slope. Again, it's about separation and equality. Like if everything was equal, if we had our own industries, if we had our own stuff, like we just got to worry about our own stuff. People do it all the time. People come here. Why you think they got Indian communities? They got Indian communities, right? Of course, they're part of like a large society, but they got their own businesses in their communities. They got their own supermarkets. They got their own police. Most of the police that I seen when I lived in when I was living in Jackson Heights, most of the police I was pulling up, or like they were either Spanish because there were Spanish people in the area, or they was Indian. Most of the traffic cop people was Indian. Like so, you go to different communities, they have some type of separation. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about New York City, we talk about New York City, right? Everybody say, oh, the melting pot, New York City, ha ha. No, we only ride the train together. Because at the end of the day, the Indian go back to his community, the Jewish people go back to their community, the Dominican people go back to their community, the Turkish, the Russian, the whatever, you name it. People all go back to their community. People all go back to the community. When I say the community, they got their supermarkets, they got their businesses, they got shit that is theirs. The Arabs, I'm saying, they got shit that is theirs, except us. We go to our community, is a mixture of shit, right? Is the Dunkin' Donuts is owned by Indians. The Checkers is owned by the Indians. The bodegas is owned by the Yemenis. The supermarket might be owned by the Dominicans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or we got Jamaican shops, or we got, you know what I'm saying? We don't got the same thing. And because we don't have businesses, right? And this is why they neutralize. This is why we got to look at the history. They neutralize black businesses because the black businesses and the black church used to be the ones who used to fund politicians. They used to be the ones that funded revolution. They was the ones that were funding a lot of change and were shifting it. This is why people say it's the voting. It's not necessarily the voting that was happening. It was that black people had some type of wealth. They had some type of money. Our wealth been decreasing. Even though our spending has gone up to $1.6 trillion, our wealth has been decreasing over the years. You know what I'm saying? Our wealth has been decreasing over the years. So look, man, at the end of the day, go keep studying Black Paint. What's your name? Black Paint. It's a lot of information out there. It's a lot of information, of course. It's a lot of information. You're gonna see it's a lot of information out there. When the black dollar decrease, you can't do much. You can't fund nobody. You can't push nobody out there. You can't do certain things. At the end of the day, like somebody just said, capitalism. There's always going to be a hierarchy of a classist system. Somebody got to be at the bottom. Anytime you got a top, somebody got to be at the bottom. That's it. That's it. And they want black people to remain at the bottom. This is why everybody could come here. And it's also a mindset thing, right? But at the end of the day, the structure helps other people get ahead. They help them because they want somebody going to be at the bottom. And they'd rather have the black folks, the American Negro, at the bottom than have him move up the ranks and challenge the status quo. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you this: if you want to vote and make a change, you got to do it in your local elections. I personally don't vote because I already know the game. I know this shit is bullshit. Not every vote count, like they tell you. It's not true. We have to create a party, and then we have to vote on consensus. That's the only way we're gonna shift some change. All that shit bickering amongst each other, I'm this, I'm that, boom, 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 shit not gonna really do much for us. We need to create a party and vote on consensus. And see, that's another problem black people have. We cannot agree on shit. We can't agree on shit. You know what I'm saying? We always bickering and fighting. And what about this? What about that? You know, they got us where they want us, man. But we create a political party. I'm with it. I'm with for the vote and done. I'm with for like creating our own, pushing our own people, pushing our own politicians. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some money to our districts. This is what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need to do if we want to really see change in voting. Until then, you're gonna have politicians come up and tell you shit like Joe Biden, Joe Byron. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Son said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And Negroes ran like a motherfucker to go vote for him. We got to do better, man. Stop pointing at the white man, what the white man doing, and let's get our shit together. On that note, I'm out of here. I mean, I just want to make a short video. It's not really short, 30 minutes. If y'all like it, share it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. I'm gonna make another video because I like to educate. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about these type of talks and conversations. You're right, man. Somebody just said the foreigners, they come here and they put money behind each other. You know, I wasn't talking to, but somebody that I'm close to was talking to, they were talking to like an Indian person or some shit, or a Chinese person or something, right? And the person said, the person said, when we hire our, he said, this is why we hire our own people. It's not because whatever, we don't like other people or whatever the case might be. That might be part of it, right? Plus, let's be honest, a lot of us ain't trustworthy. We got to be real. We got to be real with each other. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at people like that too. I'm like, I don't know if I could trust you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, they said this is why we hire our own people. Because when we hire our own people, we pay them less money. We give them less money and we put money to the side to open up another store at a different location. So when we hire our own, you know what I'm saying? They said when we hire our own, we're able to pay them less money. And when we pay them less money, we're able to save more money to open up another location. And that's how you build more wealth. You build you know, you keep expanding your business. This is how you expand. You know what I'm saying? You save, spend less. And part of spending less is paying people less. So it's an agreement, right? So it's like when the next store opens up, they pass it down to maybe another member of the group, like, all right, boom, this is what's going to be for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now eat. You know what I'm saying? You do the same thing. You give another, sometimes it'd be family shit. You give another family member, boom, this store is for you. And this is how you keep the trickle effect. We can't do that shit. We don't trust each other with money. We deceitful. We be backdooring each other. We got addiction problems. We not disciplined. We don't have the discipline to do that. We don't have the discipline to be trustworthy of one another. To be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you. You know what? I know the minimum wage is like this much, but yo, I'm gonna pay you maybe like just enough, right? So you could, you could bypass or whatever. I'm gonna pay you this much, and then boom, 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 I'm gonna put this to the side. So you know what I'm saying? So you could be on your own. You know what I mean? Like we not going for that. We're gonna be like, nah, homie, I need mines. I need my bread right now. Because we're not thinking in longevity. We're not thinking in longevity. And I'm gonna give you an example of not thinking in longevity. 50 Cent said this, right? 50 Cent said about Sha Money XL, and I'm going away from everything, but I'm just trying to show you an example. Sha Money XL used to be the DJ or producer or whatever when 50 Cent mixtapes and stuff, right? Before he even got famous. When 50 Cent, so he produced a lot of the shit on his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 Cent told Sha Money, he said, yo, I'm gonna give you 20 G's, because he owed them bread, right? So he was like, I'm gonna pay you 20 G's and I'm gonna give you 1% of the sales of Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna give you $20,000 right now. And then you're gonna get a 1% of my total sales of my album. You know what Sha Money said? Nah, he wanted his bread right now. He said, I want 50K right now. Like I want $50,000. This is just a prime example. Mind you, Get Rich or Die Trying sold 10 billion records. It went diamond. Probably sold more than that. But it sold 10. I'm bugging. I said 10 billion. It sold 10 million records, I think. Yeah, it went diamond. It sold 10 million records. It probably sold more than that, right? The whole point is, yo, this dude would have had 1%. 1%. 1% is way more money than the $50,000 that he wanted right then and there at the moment. But I get it. Sometimes people, they need the money right now. They don't see foresight. They don't, you know what I'm saying? I get it. But that's just an example, man. We don't be thinking on the long run. We just be like, I need it now. You know what I'm saying? I need my bread now. Give me my bread now. And unfortunately, that'd be a lot of our problems. But anyway, if you like the video, make sure you share it. Make sure if you like my content, like it, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back in a little bit. I stay safe. Peace.